Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Sirius H2O Glove, available at RevZilla.com. The Sirius is, in my estimation, my favorite of the new REV'IT gloves. 3-season cold weather, hardcore protection coupled with goatskin throughout, and you get the H2O liner, which makes it waterproof and breathable. For sub $150, this is the best collection of technicality, protection, and warmth that we've seen them put into a winter glove that's non-Gore-Tex. Now, if we look at it, some of the key standouts, I already told you that it's a ton of goatskin, which is great from a protection standpoint, and is going to be weather resistant. Notice this trionic hard shell knuckle, Seesoft back. Notice you have a dual comp slider. You even have the touch-centric finger for your multi-touch devices. This is going to be a huge leap up over something like the Galaxy H2O, and really from here, if you want to step it up even further, if you want super fabric and Primaloft, which makes it warmer for 3-season cold weather, even though this already fits the bill, look at something like the Aquila H2O, or if you want to go to Gore-Tex, that first step in the new REV'IT line, check out the Cyber. Now, quick note on fitment. The new REV'IT gloves are going to be American cut. America. And what that means to me is that you have a premium European manufacturer that's now giving you more room in the fingers. Again, they're building a textile glove that you're not going to have to worry about going a size up in. I'm wearing a size large. I wear large in First Gear. I wear large in Icon. I wear large in the REV'IT new textile gloves. And remember, with the textile, it's not going to break in much. But they added this twill, PowerShell twill material that has a light stretch to it in some of the areas. So again, you won't get into too much trouble, even though it won't break in. Keep in mind as well, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And what I would love is if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, and your feedback on the new Sirius H2O, which, by the way, has a Pegasus H2O version, which is this glove for the ladies. Now, if we dive in to some of the nuances, remember, we talked about the stretch twill. Notice REV'IT logo surrounded by a reflective area. If we move up to the back of the hand, they give you some micro elastication, and notice that hard shell knuckle, which is coated in leather. That's going to be that trionic style knuckle. It's that classic shape we're seeing in the new school REV'IT gloves, and it's actually going to be Seesoft soft armor, soft padding behind it, replacing the temper foam. Moving into the fingers, light elastication at the base of the digits, and then you again, it's no longer going to be synthetic. You're going to have full cowhide or full goatskin on the backs of the fingers with some light protection baked in as well. Rotating over towards the thumb, leather all the way up, but what's going to change about this thumb is you'll see the base. This is your snot patch / visor wiper. Remember, you're wearing this in cold weather. Wiping your nose is great, wiping your visor is better, but what they found is moving this on this side of the thumb and on this side of the finger is a better recipe. So in the final version of this glove, it's going to be moving away. What you also have is the full goat palm. Again, they're using leather throughout. That's the big step up over something like a Galaxy. Remember, if you watch the Galaxy video around the $100 mark, I call it out. It's like if you spend an extra 30, 40 bucks, go toward the Sirius. Notice, we talked about the TouchTech finger. We talked about the reinforcement here. All goat throughout. And notice the protection up the lateral side. They got it right for sub 150. There's a lot of glove here. All of this goatskin capturing the entire seam, and now you have a Seesoft backed dual honeycomb slider. So again, you're getting the slide factor, shock absorption, and you have the additional padding behind it, which makes it soft and comfortable. You'll notice here that it's the standard REV'IT wintertime dual cuff design. So I'm going to have my cinch at the wrist, and I'm going to have my basic cuff. Some of the higher end gloves, the Aquila, moving to the Cyber, moving up the food chain, has the new set it and forget it cuff closure from REV'IT for their higher end stuff. This would be more of a classic closure, and I'm interested to see as these things get out into the world and are put through their paces, how many folks that are riding the higher end gloves love that new style cuff versus how many folks want the basic cuff that they came to love. The last thing here that I want to get into is the installation. Two types of installation, and again, it's a step forward here using Thinsulate Type C and Thinsulate Type G. So Thinsulate C is in the palm. It's a little bit lighter weight. Again, going to be great from an insulation standpoint. The Type G has a heavier fill, but is compacted 1.5 times your regular warmth of down. It will stay warm even if it gets wet, even though you have that Hydratex liner that's baked in. And again, it's super lightweight and thin, so it's not adding a ton of bulk. The other thing that REV'IT did, which I really like, is they've added 2 types of loft to this glove. So on the inside, you're going to feel against your skin a basic fleece liner in the palm, so you have that great grip that stays intact. And then on the back of the hand, you have what I consider this high loft monkey fur, which again is a little bit softer, a little bit of a heavier duty fleece in an area of your hand that's going to get pounded by the wind that much further. So remember, you know where it lives in the new REV'IT family tree. Big step up from the Galaxy, but again, you can invest, get a heavier duty wintertime glove with protection or warmth qualities going to something like the Aquila or the Cyber or above. Go check those out. The next step in your journey though is to click the info button, visit RevZilla.com on the product page and read other rider reviews. Remember, you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to me on the YouTubes. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.